Hello and welcome. My name is Mark Hansen. I'm the BizCard guy. This is the second in a series of video tutorials showing SBIers how to get audio on their website. What you're looking at here is the inside of a folder on my desktop. This one happens to contain 4 files that I downloaded from the previous video. This is my PC version. Remember, I went and downloaded the Mac versions, so we're going to work with the PC version first. We have Audacity sound recording software, that lame encoder, flash player, plugin, and the MP3 audio player. What we're going to do is install Audacity on my computer. Very simple process. Just double click on the icon. It brings up a setup wizard, and you just start following the simple instructions. Accept the agreement here. Click next. Click next. And where is it going to save that file or that program? It's going to go on my C drive under Program Files. That's normally where programs are saved. So click Next and have both of these selected. You want to create a desktop icon so that you can quickly launch Audacity and associate Audacity project files with the program. You want to do that. Click Next, install it. And you can see how fast it installed. And now, do I want to launch Audacity? Not yet. Let's finish up. That's how easy it was to get Audacity on my computer, and it's just as easy to do it with a Mac. So just follow the instructions on your Mac. Just double click on your disk image and install Audacity on your computer. The next thing we want to do is unarchive the lame codec. Now, as I've mentioned in the previous video, I have a utility. It's free. It's called Zip Genius. I like that program. Very easy to use. And what's going to happen when I double click on this icon, Zip Genius takes over. And what Zip Genius is doing is it's looking inside that zip file. In the PC case, it sees all of these files. And there's a lot of them in there. You don't need them all. As a matter of fact, you only need one of them. I'm going to pull this bar down to the bottom. And down here, this file right here, I'm enlarging it on your screen so you can see it easier. This is the PC version. It's the lame_enc.dll codec. All you have to do is click on it to highlight it. Scroll up to Extract on your zip utility. And I am going to download this from the same folder that I found the zip file in, that downloads PC folder that I have on my desktop. I only want the selected file, and I want to quit Zip Genius when it's done extract. And there it is. So we've installed Audacity and we have the lame encoder. So that's how you do the PC version of the lame encoder. I'm now going to go into the Mac folder that I've created and quickly show the Mac people the 2 possibilities that they can do to eliminate some of the confusion on the lame encoder. Over on the right side I have the universal lame zip file. I'm going to double click on that, open it up, and Zip Genius again takes over. I'm zooming in on this file right here. It says lib, that stands for library, mp3 lame.something, dylib. Now I've noticed as I've downloaded this file a few times, as they work on these encoders, they change this ending. Last time I did this, it was .so. So don't let this throw you if when you download it, there's a different ending on it. As long as it says lib mp3 lame or lame, that's the file you want for the Mac people. Highlight it, click on extract, and only that selected file, I'm going to extract it back into my Downloads Mac file folder on the desktop. Now, if this happens to be selected on your Zip Genius or your utility, I would deselect that. Use subfolder info. What that does is it extracts the file, but it puts it inside a folder. You really don't need a folder or subfolder. So don't have that selected. And then I'm going to quit Zip Genius when I'm done extracting. So I click extract, and there's the lib mp3 lame dot whatever. Now that works for the newer Macs. Now I think I mentioned this should work for both the newer and the older Macs. I have discovered that that's not true. I have gone back to my downloads page. That was the universal lame zip file that I just extracted. I also downloaded the older version for the Mac OS PowerPC, and the lame library -carbon. I downloaded this one as well. Inside there, I created a folder. Inside that folder was that zip file, and inside that folder, when you go into Zip Genius, is this one. It's called lame lib. Now that is the one that worked with my Audacity file, not the universal one. I hope I'm not adding too much confusion, but for the Mac people there are two possibilities, and that's why it's confusing. If this one does not work for you, this one, the universal one, then just go get the other one. It'll just take you a moment. It's a very small file to download and extract the lame library. So that's what I did, and that should be the end of our extracting of various files for Audacity, or the lame encoder. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to launch Audacity. I have that icon on my desktop, and I'm going to bring this into view. So this is what Audacity looks like. What we're going to do is we're just going to set Audacity up to be able to output an MP3 file. Go under Edit. Down at the bottom is Preferences. Click on that, and you get a bunch of tabbed windows. Go to the very first one. It's called Audio I/O. And this is where we're going to select our playback device and our recording device. Now in my case, I have a USB headset with a noise canceling microphone. I like the one that I have. It's called the Microsoft LifeChat LX3000. It works very well, and I'm going to show you a picture on the screen right now of what it looks like. It's very comfortable, it works very well, and you get good recordings right from the beginning. So that's what it looks like, and you can get one. I was just looking on Amazon this morning, and I saw that you could get one for under $30 delivered. That's like $21 I think I found one at, and with like $7 or $8 shipping. So that's what I'm doing. So my playback device, it's gonna play back through my LifeChat into my ears. I'll be able to hear it, and I'm gonna use it as my recording device. Again, right here I've got a drop down menu, and when you plug it in, your computer should recognize it. Channels, I only want one channel. Do not select stereo. Mono is perfectly acceptable for internet, and it also keeps the file size smaller. And just leave these unchecked. You'll see in the next video what that, or in the videos that I send you to, they'll explain what that's all about. Quality, leave everything as is. As a beginner, I would recommend just leaving all the default settings the way they are. File formats. Now this is the important one. Have this radio button selected. What it does is it makes a copy of the file that you're working on before you edit it, so that you don't accidentally overwrite an existing file. So that always have that checked. Leave this at WAV Microsoft 16-bit PCM. You have many selections in there, but just leave that one alone. The default's fine. This is what you need to do. You need to click on Find Library. And you're going to get this message. It says Audacity does not export MP3 files directly, but instead uses the lame library. Would you like to locate that file now? That's the one I just unarchived. Yes, we would like to find it. So we're going to navigate to that folder. Remember the folder that we unzipped it from the lame codec here. Click on that and click Open. Now you can output, or Audacity can output MP3 files. Well, that wraps it up for video number 2. Please watch the third video. I go into greater detail on how to use Audacity. I'll record my voice and I'll underlay it with a little music. Beginners have problems getting their voice and music to work together. I have a few tricks to share with you, and it'll make your job a lot easier. I also have some written instructions at the end of this video, so keep watching right to the end. See you next time.